From the moment Dragon Ball Daima was announced, it ignited heated discussions across the fandom. The first teaser trailer revealing a de-aged Goku instantly reminded longtime fans of Dragon Ball GT, Toei Animation's original sequel to Dragon Ball Z in 1996. Many immediately labeled Daima as GT 2.0, speculating that it might be another alternate take on the franchise, this time with Akira Toriyama more involved. But as more details emerged, it became evident that Daima was not simply a one-to-one successor to GT, it was something with a lot of different aspects. Akio Iyoku, one of the key figures behind Dragon Ball Daima, recently shed light on the creative process behind this anime series. His revelations confirm that Daima is deeply rooted in Toriyama's vision, offering a fresh yet nostalgic adventure. Toriyama's surprising decision to shrink not just Goku but the entire main cast also sparked intense debate. Was it a gimmick, a nostalgic throwback, or a calculated move to save the series from GT 2.0 allegations? Iyoku's insights provide crucial answers, revealing that Daima was designed with both veteran fans and newcomers in mind. Beyond these revelations, Daima also raises broader questions. How does it fit within the larger Dragon Ball timeline? Can it satisfy longtime fans while attracting a new generation? And what does it mean for the franchise's future? In this video, let's break down Iyoku's comments, explore all angles of Daima's creation, and evaluate its potential impact. But before moving forward, if you're looking for a place to discuss all the hype, share theories, or just connect with fellow fans, join our Discord server, Hype's World. It's the ultimate hub for Dragon Ball enthusiasts. Don't miss out on the discussions. Check the description for the link. According to Akio Iyoku, the idea for Dragon Ball Daima first emerged about 6 years ago, around the time Dragon Ball Super Superhero was in production. The goal was clear: create a TV series separate from the movies with Toriyama involved in the story. Initially, his role was supposed to be minimal, but his enthusiasm for the project led him to take charge of almost everything, an unusual move considering his past reluctance to be deeply involved in anime productions. Unlike Dragon Ball Super, which was directly tied to the Battle of Gods and Resurrection F movies, Daima was created as a brand new story from scratch. Iyoku describes the process as similar to a weekly manga serialization, where ideas were exchanged and developed as the anime was being produced. This approach is significantly different from how Dragon Ball Super was handled, where the anime often outpaced the manga. Speaking of Dragon Ball Super, Toriyama's role in it was to design the characters and provide pointers for how the story moves forward. It was Toyotaro and Toei Animation writers who used those pointers to describe the story the best way they could, and that's the reason some anime and manga moments are so different from each other, yet the final outcome is the same. One of the key objectives behind Daima was to reintroduce the adventurous spirit of the franchise. Dragon Ball Super focused heavily on power scaling, introducing concepts like gods, angels, Ultra Instinct, Ultra Ego, and much more. Daima, in contrast, emphasizes a more classic Dragon Ball feel, traveling to new worlds, facing mysterious enemies, and utilizing traditional martial arts combat rather than just overwhelming power-ups. However, the most controversial creative decision was the choice to make Goku and others smaller, a move that immediately drew comparisons to Dragon Ball GT. The moment fans saw Kid Goku wielding the power pole, the GT comparisons became inevitable. Dragon Ball GT, which aired from 1996 to 1997, was infamous for turning Goku into a child via the Black Star Dragon Balls. While the series had a devoted fan base, it was widely criticized for its inconsistent storytelling and lack of Toriyama's direct involvement. So why repeat this idea? According to Iyoku, the goal was to craft a new Dragon Ball story that resonated with older fans, specifically those in their 30s who had grown up watching GT, and their children. However, as Toriyama continued developing the plot, the idea of shrinking all the characters naturally emerged. Toriyama was also concerned many people wouldn't know DB's story, hence the general overview at the start of each Daima episode. What makes Daima different from GT is the context and the lore it adds to the Dragon Ball universe. In GT, Goku was transformed due to a wish gone wrong, whereas in Daima, the de-aging was linked to the Demon Realm. Daima revealed that Toriyama envisioned that the characters with pointed ears always belonged to the Demon Realm, yet it was never told or made clear to the audience. Plus, Daima also told us about the creation of the multiverse and Raimus, something that we didn't know even though Dragon Ball Super had introduced us to the gods. So, for all the lore and adventures alone, I feel it's far greater than GT in the grand calculus of the Dragon Ball multiverse. One of the biggest challenges Dragon Ball Daima faces is striking the right balance between nostalgia and innovation. While Dragon Ball Super took the franchise into the realm of gods, multiverses, and time travel, Daima returns to its roots with a simple yet engaging premise: adventure, martial art, and character-driven storytelling. Toriyama's involvement ensures that the series remains true to Dragon Ball's essence. Iyoku mentions that many modern audiences might not be familiar with the original Dragon Ball structure, collecting the Dragon Balls, facing strong enemies, and overcoming challenges. Daima aims to make that concept accessible again while providing a fresh experience. Additionally, Daima introduces a new type of antagonist from the Demon Realm. This is an area that has been hinted at in past Dragon Ball stories but never fully explored. By expanding on this, Daima provides something new rather than simply rehashing old ideas. One of the most intriguing parts of Iyoku's interview is his discussion of Dragon Ball's global impact. He acknowledges that in some regions, Dragon Ball is viewed with the same level of cultural significance as live-action TV dramas. This means that every new project must be carefully positioned to appeal to both both Japanese and international audiences. With Daima, the approach is clear. Make the story accessible to new viewers while ensuring it remains enjoyable for longtime fans. This aligns with Toei Animation's broader strategy of making Dragon Ball a lasting global franchise. Iyoku also reassures fans that Dragon Ball is far from over. He says, and I quote, "There's no doubt Dragon Ball will continue for decades to come." He further explains that both anime and games take time to develop, but the franchise is steadily preparing for the future. This suggests that even beyond Daima, more Dragon Ball projects are in the pipeline. Moreover, he goes on to promise that Daima's final episode will contain unexpected twists, urging fans to rewatch the series from the beginning as it might reveal some new details. This implies a layered storytelling approach where small, unnoticed details could take on new significance later or provide a better understanding of what happens in the climax. At the end of the day, Dragon Ball Daima may have started with GT comparisons, but it's shaping up to be something entirely unique. Iyoku's insights confirm that the series is both a return to form and a fresh take on the franchise's core themes. By blending classic adventure elements with new lore expansions, Daima seeks to captivate both old fans and newcomers. Ultimately, the success of Daima will depend on how well it completes its story. If it manages to deliver nostalgia with engaging new concepts, it could become a defining entry in the franchise, one that reinforces Dragon Ball's legacy for generations to come. The future of Dragon Ball remains bright, with Iyoku reassuring fans that the franchise will continue for decades. Daima may just be the beginning of a new wave of content that explores different aspects of the Dragon Ball universe while staying true to its core themes. With only 3 episodes left, the excitement is at an all-time high. What are your thoughts on Daima so far? Do you think it has lived up to expectations, or are you still skeptical? Be sure to share your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more Dragon Ball content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.